So today we are going to discuss the questions from the assignment which we have given. So I hope you have already tried all the questions. Okay, so this was the first question. In this question, AB was the diameter and ABC was an equilateral triangle, and it is given that AB is equals to 8 centimeter and you need to find the shaded area. Okay, so what I am doing is, let us say O is the center and I am joining OP and OQ. So join OP and OQ. Okay, since AB is the diameter, so AB is 8, so OA is 4, OB is 4, OP is 4, OQ is 4. So OP is equals to OQ is equals to 4. Now, since this triangle ABC is equilateral, this angle is 60, this angle is 60. And also, you can see that since AO is equals to OP, so this angle is also 60, and hence this angle is also 60. So finally we have concluded that triangle OAP and triangle OBQ are also equilateral triangles. Fine. So then this is 60 and this angle is also 60. Okay, so angle POQ is also 60 degrees and OP is equals to OQ is equals to 4 units, right? So basically triangle OPQ is an equilateral triangle, right? Triangle OPQ is an equilateral triangle, and also since AP is 4 and BQ is 4, then PC and QC are also 4, and angle C is anyway 60 because ABC itself is an equilateral triangle. So then we have triangle PCQ as equilateral triangle. Okay, so all these triangles are equilateral. So now to find the shaded area, let us join PQ. Okay, now if you see the shaded area is nothing but area of triangle PQC plus area of triangle OPQ, right? We have added these two triangles, and if we subtract this sector area, that is the sector OPQ, we'll get the area of shaded region. So minus area of sector OPQ. So area of equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 side square. So root 3 by 4 into 4 square, and it's the same for triangle OPQ, so I am just multiplying it by 2. And area of sector OPQ, it is 60 degrees by 360 degrees into pi into r square, that is 4 square. So this will give you 8 root 3 minus, so this is 6 and this is 16, so 16 pi by 6, which is 8 pi by 3. Fine, so this will be the area of the shaded region. So I am not going to write all the steps here. Okay, I am just explaining it in the diagram itself. So while writing the solution, you just pause the video and write it completely so that in future also you can understand the solution. Let's move on to the second one. So in this quadrilateral ABCD is given as cyclic quadrilateral, and AB is equals to AC is equals to 6 centimeter, and we are given that BC is equals to 4. FG is given as tangent at point C, and also it is parallel to BD. You need to find the length of 3 times of AE. Okay, so this is 6, BC is 4 and AC is also 6. So let us say this angle is alpha. So let angle DCG is equals to alpha. So then by alternate segment theorem, I can say that angle CBD is also alpha, right? Because this is the tangent at C and the chord at C makes an angle alpha with the tangent, so it also subtends an angle alpha in the alternate segment. So this angle is also alpha, and now since BD is parallel to FG, so this angle is also alpha because these are alternate interior angles. So angle BCF is equals to angle CBD is equals to alpha. And now since this angle is alpha, that is the chord BC makes angle alpha with the tangent. So then this chord BC will also subtend alpha in the alternate segments. So these two angles are also alpha. So this is alpha and this is alpha. Okay, so while writing the solution, you write all the steps clearly so that you can also understand. And now I am just doing it directly in the diagram itself. Okay, so all these angles are alpha. Now let us assume this angle is beta. Okay, that is angle ABE is beta. Fine. So since AB is equals to AC, then this angle is also alpha plus beta. Okay, so angle ACB is equals to alpha plus beta. Also this angle is nothing but exterior angle. It's an exterior angle of this triangle, right? So this angle is also alpha plus beta. So angle BEC is also alpha plus beta. Now since this angle is alpha plus beta and this angle is alpha plus beta, so you can say that BE is equals to BC is equals to 4. So this simply implies that BE is equals to 4. Okay, since BE is equals to BC. Okay, so now let us consider the length of AE as x. So let AE is equals to x. Now try to spot the similar triangles in this figure. These two triangles are similar, right? Because these angles are vertically opposite and these each are equal to alpha. So by angle, I can say that triangle ABE is similar to triangle EDC. So now let us use the proportionality of sides. So you can say that AE, which is opposite to beta, AE over ED, right? AE over ED is equals to AB over DC. So AE over ED, AE over ED is equals to AB over DC, right? From these two triangles I have written that AE, which is opposite to beta, and opposite to beta here is DE, is equals to AB over DC. Fine. So AE is x, ED that we don't know, AB is 6, and DC. If you see this triangle BDC, then since these two angles are equal, so BC should be equal to DC. So DC is also equal to 4. Fine. So then DE is nothing but 2 by 3 times x. Okay, so we have got the length of DE as 2 by 3 of x, and AE is x. BE is equals to BC is equals to 4, we have already proved. Also, since AC is equals to since AC is equals to 6, then I can say that EC is nothing but 6 minus x. Okay, so now we know AE, EC, BE and ED. So now we'll use the intersecting chords theorem, that is AE into EC is equals to AE into EC is equals to BE into ED. So this is BE into ED. So AE is x, EC is 6 minus x, BE is equal to 4, and ED is equals to 2 by 3 times of x. So x is nothing but 6 minus 8 over 3, which is 10 over 3. So 3x is 10, that is 3 times of AE is nothing but 10. So you were asked to find out the value of 3AE, which is equal to 10. Okay, so I have done almost all the solution in the diagram itself, but you write down all the steps. Fine. So you can pause the video and note down the complete solution, then move to the next problem. Okay, so here these two are the circles C1, C2, which are touching each other and the line, and a circle C3 is touching both C1, C2 and the line, and there is a circle with center C4 which is touching C1, C3 and the line. So it is given that the radii of C1 and C2 both are equal and they are equal to 360, and you need to find the radius of this smaller circle C4. Okay, this center is C4. I have not named it because there is no space. Okay, so we have already discussed this type of question in the session itself. So first let us try to find the radius of this circle C3. Okay, so I'm assuming radius of C1 is equals to radius of C2 is equals to R is equals to 360. So radius of C3B, let us say it is R1. Okay, so let us just draw perpendiculars. Say this is A, say this is B, say this is C, and this is D. So we know that AD is nothing but 2R, right? Because this is R and this is R. So AC is what? 2 root R R1, right? This is the length of direct common tangent of two circles touching externally. You can use the formula that is D square minus R1 minus R2 whole square. But since they are touching externally, distance between centers is nothing but R plus R1. So you will get R plus R1 whole square minus R minus R1 whole square. So that will be 4 R1 R. So it will be 2 root R R1. And similarly CD will be 2 root R R1. So if we just add this, we will get 2 root R R1 plus 2 root R R1. So that is nothing but 4 root R R1, which is AC plus CD. That should be equal to AD, that is 2R. So AD is nothing but 2R, right? Because this is a rectangle. So AD is equals to C1 C2 is equals to 2R. So 2 1s 2 2s. Let us just square this. 4R R1 is R square. So we have got the value of R1 as R by 4. Okay. Now let us use the same technique to find the radius of the smallest circle with center C4. Okay. So let radius of C4, let radius of circle with center C4. Okay. Let this be some R2. Okay. So now AB is nothing but 2 root R times R2, right? Because AB is the direct common tangent of these two circles. So that is 2 root R into R2. And similarly BC, just let us use BC. BC is nothing but 2 root R2 times R1. So BC is 2 root R2 R1. And AC is nothing but R, right? AC is nothing but R, because since these two circles are equal, this will be by symmetry, you can say that C will be midpoint. So this will be R. AC is equals to R. So now let us just add 2 times square root RR2 plus 2 times square root R2 R1 is equals to R. So you can take square root of R2 as common. So it is root R plus R1 is nothing but R by 4. This is equal to R. So 2 root R2 into, this is root R plus root R by 2. So it is 3 by 2 root R. This is equal to R. So if you just square it, you will get R times 9 times, this is R2. R2 times 9 times R is equals to R square. So you will get R2 as R by 9. Okay. So the radius of the smallest circle is radius of bigger circle divided by 9. So since R is given as 360, then R2 is nothing but 360 by 9, which is equal to 40. Fine. So pause the video, note the solution, and then move to the next problem. Yes, so here it is given that radii of two circles S1 and S2, this is equal to 2. AB is the common diameter, fine, and tangents from A to this circle S2, so AP is a tangent, and this BC is tangent to this circle S2 at point B. So these two tangents meet at C. You need to find the length of BC. Fine. So the radius is 2. Let us say this is the center of this circle. So this is 2, this is 2, this is 2, this is 2. So since this is tangent, this is perpendicular. and also OP is equals to 2. Fine. And since BC is tangent, then this is also perpendicular. So if you spot the similar triangles, you can see that this triangle APO is similar to triangle ABC because one angle is 90 and angle A is common. So by angle I can say that triangle APO is similar to triangle ABC. So we want to find the length of BC, right? So let us use the proportionality of sides. So BC, which is opposite to angle A, so the side opposite to angle A in this triangle is nothing but OP. This is equal to, let us use the hypotenuse now, or say let us use the side which is opposite to angle C, because this is well known. So this is equal to AB over the side which is opposite to angle C is AP. So this is AP. So BC, which is required, by OP, which is 2, AB is 8, and AP. So by Pythagoras theorem I can say that AP is nothing but square root of AO square minus OP square, which is 6 square minus 2 square, 36 minus 4, which is 32. So it is 4 root 2. 4 root 2. So 2's, so root 2 times root 2. So then BC is nothing but 2 root 2. Okay. So the length of BC we have found out as 2 root 2.